had to actually find you guys. You got buried. Yesterday, I'll give you a recap because I didn't film. A lot of phone calls, a lot of dealing with stuff, trying to figure everything out. And then I went and served the 24-hour notice to go inspect the property. And it wasn't bad, actually. Okay, I don't know where it left off. He was walking up as we were pulling up. We pulled up across the street. And we walked across, and he had gone in the house by that point. And so we waited outside the gate. He actually came out within a few minutes. We weren't standing like complete buffoons for a while. Because I don't want to like invade the space, but it's also like my space. Hold on. There we go. And so he came back out, and I was like, I called him by name, and he's like, yes, how did it go down? Like, he was like, you're here. I was like, I'm here to bring you a 24-hour notice. We need to inspect the house. And he said, oh, okay, for sale. And I went, actually, I said, I'm Amy and this is Anthony. Excuse me. And we own the house. And he was really nice. And he actually let us in right then and there. He goes, you want to look at it now? And I was like, well, I don't want to, impede in your space. And he's like, no, come in. And so I'm still getting listings for other houses. We jokingly said we were going to buy the one across the street. It's been abandoned since we've lived here. And so we've been here 17 years. Anyway, so we walked through the house. We walked out of the house. He said before we went into the house, watch out, duck, that he couldn't get it to work by Sunday, which I didn't understand. And he said it again as we were headed in the house, and I was like, you're gonna have to explain because I don't have a lot of information. And so I was like, if you can tell me, he goes, I can tell you what's wrong with it too. And I was like, that would be wonderful. That way I have somewhat of an indication of what needs to be done and what have you. And so we did a walkthrough. He was telling us there's not a lot, according to him, wrong with it, but there are a few things, and there's a few things that I'd like get checked out because there's like a deck on the back, excuse me, and I would like to get that looked at, make sure it's structurally sound. And then so we went through and then headed outside, looked at the outside of the house. There is an air conditioning, like AC, not an AC unit, not the one that goes in the wall or the window, the like, what's the company, Train? And so I'm pooped. I hate this long hauler stuff. Anyway, and so I drew a blank. Anyway, so we asked about the unit, and he says it works, and we were told it was a heater also, but we haven't looked at it. He says it warms about half the house, and I was like, oh, sounds like an insulation issue. And there is a problem with some of the siding. It looks like it was like heat damaged and what have you. And so that will need to be looked at. But he did touch it, and it looked like Anthony said a wasp fell out of it. Why do I recognize this house? And so maybe wasps got under there and it just needs fixed. And so we shall see. Okay. I was really curious about that. Oops. And so we came to the end. I guess there's a faucet outside that needs worked on. And he said there's no way, like here, there's a place where you use this tool, you turn off the water. And he said that they have no idea where that one is, which I need to ask and figure out where that is in case we ever did need it, because we will eventually replace stuff and upgrade stuff. Because we are talking about building up the house. So we will see. I love the way Ducky gets into Connor's room. She stands up and then twists her body and shoves it through the crack. Anyway, so we are going to figure that out. What did he say? Don't drink from the sink water. And I went, don't worry, we don't drink the water in this town either. We have it filtered. So he was like, that's good. If you do, go to the bathroom. It has a tiny little corner shower, which I know it sounds really bad, but I want to rip it out, put a drain in the middle of the floor, and just tile it. But until everything's out, we can't fully see it and have people walk through, because I don't want to have them have to traipse around other people's stuff. And so we have to get someone in between the time where he's out and we move in. He did re-mention the thing that he couldn't do Sunday, and then I realized Sunday's the 1st, and he goes, I need more time. And I was like, well, what do you propose? I mean, what works for you? And he said the 12th. And I was like, if that's what works for you, let me give you a couple extra days just in case. He goes, I want to finish painting. I was like, don't worry about the painting. I was like, we don't need that. We don't need you to worry about that. I said, let us worry about that. Let us worry about the cleanup. Anything inside, let us, be concerned with that. And so, yeah. I will definitely need to get headphones for Xander, because we are going to be living on top of each other. But I'd like to get out into the garage, and I need cameras for there. Maybe. I don't know yet. He said there's been stuff taken from his house. I've checked the crime. It seems to be, according to the statistics, that they did recently and how many, times the cops are over there. It is very little. And so I'm worried about it. And so we have cameras here. We're just going to take them and put them up there. I have a friend who I was like, hey, you have cameras and your mom has cameras. They live next to each other. And I was like, who put your guys's up? And she's like, oh, my husband. I was like, can you pimp him out to me to put mine up? I was like, fat people and ladders don't get along. I was like, and I'm I'm kind of scared of heights. Like, I can fly in an airplane and I'm not freaking out. Bungee jump, I could never do it. Walking to the edge of the second story in a mall is hard. The third story, because Portland's got 3, that one was really hard. So I do not like heights, and I don't trust ladders. So if we can get that up, and then make sure what he thinks, like where, because with them having them, he'll know, you know, where we should put them. And I think I've got 5 coming, and those will be here, I think, this weekend. So we'll have an idea, and I'll put those up. Probably the day he leaves. I don't know. We have to do a walkthrough on that day. Bath to nap real quick. Sylvester's next to me. This is where he spends most of his day. He spent this morning playing with Blue, running through our house like a crazy person. I just packed all of the solar panels, and so, yeah, that is the only thing that sucks, because I'm not sure where they are in the storage unit. I wish all of the bins were the plastic bins, because then they're easily gotten into, which I finally got the labels yesterday. Mom picked them up Sunday. I needed them Sunday. I had to wait until Monday. Anthony, she waited after work for Anthony to show up. He never showed up. He never went to work Tuesday. And then Wednesday, she took him to him. And then I thought he had left him at work on accident. And no, he did. He had them. And so I need to label the plastic bins we have. There's obviously, we will take the storage unit over to the house. I need to figure out if there's power out to the garage, because then that is a place for my deep freeze to go. So we're definitely going to end up getting a U-Haul. There's no doubt about that. And was just getting little things done, and I'm glad. And I told him, I was like, I don't really associate with, you know, anyone around here, but, you know, I didn't know you. I didn't want to, you know, show up with the cops, and, you know, I was like, we were just like, let's go. We don't know him from Adam. We'll give him a chance. If, you know, there's an issue after that, then we'll go from there. And he was really nice, really friendly, and he was willing to sign a agreement to be out by said time. So it looks like it's working out good, which is a good idea, right?